Hey everybody, Keith Williams here with Fretmore Guitar Lessons. Appreciate y'all tuning in once again. Today we're going to talk about the Nashville number system and kind of get an understanding of what this thing is that we maybe have heard about. And is it just for people that live in Nashville? Is it just for musicians in Nashville? Or, can anybody use it? Is it for us amateurs, or, is it for, us non-professionals or whatever? And so I wanted to explain it to you and give you an understanding of what it is and how it works. And hopefully, it'll help you in, you may never, be in a studio where there's a number system in front of you, written out, using the numbers instead of chords. Because the numbers basically are replacing the chords is how this works. Now I'll explain a little bit more about that now here in just a minute. But, so you may not ever have a sheet in front of you, but just understanding how the chords work and how the numbers correspond with that, and figuring out. So when you're working on a song, you're trying to figure out a song, like, okay, where are they going there? I know they're in the key of D, but they're going somewhere weird. Where's that? I can't figure out what that note is, or what that chord is. And so understanding the number system, you can walk down the numbers and go, oh, okay, let me try this chord, see if that's what it is. And and then also writing a song, it would help you too, and say, okay, this is, I want to do a 6 chord in here. What would that be for this key? And, just kind of, change it up, change the melody up a little bit on this song I'm writing. And so, hopefully this will help you. And like I said, just give you a better understanding. And some people, will throw that at you sometimes, like, all right, this is, it's in G, it's 1, 4, and 5, and you're like, what's the other chords, man? 1, 4, 5, And so I want to explain what that means, okay? So listen, be sure and subscribe to us. If you would, give us a thumbs up on this one. Check our description down below. There's all kinds of things you can click on down there, and they'll take you somewhere nice, I promise. All right, so let's go with the key of D. I love the key of D. And all right, so the numbers are 1 through 7, okay? Because that's the notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so there's 7 notes, 7 major notes. And so that's what you're gonna have, 1 through 7. That's all you got to deal with. So just 7 of them. So whatever key you're in, that's your 1 always. That's your root. That's your starting point. Okay. So D is we're in the key of D, so that's going to be our 1 chord. Okay. All right. So our 2 chord, if we had a 2 chord in there, and there's a lot of 2 chords in the key of D. I played a lot. That's going to be an E. So we'll get D, E. Okay. Okay. So our 3 chord would be an F if there was one. You probably don't. 3 chord is not something you see as often. It's not that it's impossible, but it's not something typical that you see, I don't think. So, but a 2 chord, you see a 2 chord quite a bit. Okay. So D, 2 chords an E, 3 chord would be an F. Okay. 4 chord is a very common chord. Okay. So when I said 1, 4, and 5, D is 1, 4 is G. What's after G? Starts back around, doesn't it? Comes back around to A. So there's your 5. So typically, a 3 chord country song would be D, 1, 4 be G, 5 be A. Okay, so now we got a 6 chord. What's a 6 chord? After A, our 6 chord is a what? It's a B. Now, typically, and there's probably some exceptions. I can't think of one right now, but typically the 6 chord is a minor chord. Okay, so the sixth chord is a B, 5 is A, we'll go with B. Okay, so it's going to be a B minor. Okay, so you see that a lot. So you have typically, there's probably more 4 chord songs I think out there than anything. Just a guesstimate of what, going on with what I play a lot. There's just typically a minor in there. And so you got a 1, 4, 5. You got a 1, 4, 5, and a 6. So in that case, it's a B minor. Okay? And then the 7th chord is a C in the key of D. The 7th chord, again, probably not something you see it as often, but if you're playing Sweet Home Alabama, which is in D, they go to the 7th chord, it's the 2nd chord. Okay. So, and well, Can't You See is another one. They do that. Okay. D, C, and G. So I just taught you 2 cover songs there too. The chord progression to Sweet Home Alabama and Can't You See, D, C, and G. So it's 1, 7, and 4. Okay, 1, 7, and 4 in that order. All right, so that's how they all work that way. So if I'm in the key of G, I'll show you this one here. All right, so the G is what? What chord is that? It's the 1 chord because that's the key we're in, right? Okay, so G. We start back around. So our 2 chords, an A, very common. If you're in G, you're going to hear an A chord. Don't Rock the Jukebox is in G. It's got an A in there. Okay, kind of changes it up a little bit, you know. Instead of just being in that 3 chord song, Don't Rock the Jukebox doesn't have any minors in it, but it does have those in that 2 chord, that A. Okay, so next is B. Okay, and on the 3 chord, I've never played. I don't think I've ever played a song that personally that had a B in it, but you play the B bar chord, you play a B7. Okay, that'd be your 3rd chord. Okay, your 3 chord on the G. So G, A, B, and C is our 4 chord. So that's very common. We go from G to C. There's our 4. What's after C? B. And there's our 5. Okay. So that's a typical 3 chord country song right there. G, C, D. 1, 4, 5. Okay. So our 6th chord is what? E. And what is the 6th chord typically? A minor. Okay, so we're playing an E minor there. I play it different ways. You can play it like you're in the E position with your index finger raised, or because I'm going from a G. If I'm playing a G like this, it's easy to switch over, and it's just the 5th and 4th string, so it's easy to kind of just transition there. So that's your 6th chord. Okay, E minor. And then your 7th chord is an F. Okay. So if you was playing, I did this a while back. I did Can't You See? I capoed up and played it in G because it was just a little easier on my voice. So it's 1, 7, 4, right? So there's our 1 G, 7. So that's how the Nashville number system works. And anyway, I think that maybe will help you, like I say, when you're trying to figure out a song and going, where's that going? That's weird, because it's not a 3 chord. You know, if you with me when I was learning to play, I was stuck on those 3 chords because that's just most of the songs I did was 3 chords, and then they'd throw in a minor, and I'm like, oh crud, what's that? Where's that going? What minor is that, you know? And or they throw in that 2 chord, you know, D, you know, and that throw me off a little bit. So hopefully that'll help you in your ear training and learning to figure out how to play songs and figure out the chords of the songs. And also, like I say, if you're a writer, it kind of gives you can change stuff up. It's like, man, I'm tired of playing and or writing songs in D, and it's a D, G, A, you know, 1, 4, 5. I want to throw in a minor in there, or I want to throw that 2 chord in there. So, or maybe, like I say, you want to throw that 7th chord in there and throw that C. So anyway, change things up a little bit, have some fun with your guitar, and you just hope you're having a great time on your guitar journey. And I hope these lessons are helping you. And I appreciate, once again, y'all tuning in. My name's Keith Williams with Fretmore Guitar Lessons, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks.